right, so it looks like, based on what happened in the Discord, at the very beginning, not RP4, but Solidus is actually striking first. So I would guess he probably went for an NC, North Carolina, for something that he decided to strike up front.
Yeah, that's true. It'll be interesting for sure. I like kind of spooky. Like we were trying to play against these players who really do care about these stage selections. You have to make sure that your bans count. And like if you ever I've had instances as myself where like you're trying to ban and you're like, oh no, like I'm gonna have a real hard time against this stage, but I can't ban it. Like I have to just allow the person to maybe take that risk of either picking it or not. But we are seeing a pick of Belmont's on Green Hill Zone. I'm not sure which Green Hill Zone this might be. I'm so used to seeing the older one.
Yeah.
But Belmont's, at the beginning of the game, people actually weren't sure how good these characters would be. A lot of what people thought they were good for was these ledge guards, which we did see Solidus kind of have an issue with that down B, that Eternal Flame, I think it's called, or Holy Water. And this character is best played from a distance. He has lots of really good projectiles with the axe and this boomerang that's similar to Link's in the sense that like it does take up space. So I think that he'll be at home, as well as Belmont's having some decent aerials with that Kfair, such long distance. But one thing that Donkey Kong has against Belmont's is his grab and his burst speed. And if DK is able to make it around and make sure to stay like mentality strong against this type of character, then I'm sure that he'll be able to deal with Belmont's just fine. But so far, the ledge guarding has not been going, or the ledge guard stuff has not been going well for Solidus. He's been getting edge guard by a lot of stuff so far. A lot of damage rack up very quickly. Alright, trying to stay more patient, but every time he moves in, we're just seeing Belmont throw out a lot of stuff, trying to make sure that he gets him off stage. There he goes. 3 stocks to 1 now, and Solidus is just trying to get anything. Hasn't gotten a grab yet, though. Ooh, does DI out, down. Catches him. Ooh, goes for down smash, not forward smash. I'm surprised about that. But it may have just been misinput or something, too. And starting up this process again, making sure that he has a way of fighting this character. But finally taking that second with that up B is RP4. But I think that this is still anybody's game. We're seeing Solidus throw a lot of these projectiles. The holy water being reflected on shield. That's one thing, if you aren't aware of that, is that when they throw holy water in neutral and you're on stage, you do have the ability to just shield it, and it will like just go back and hit both players. But RP4 getting knocked off stage here. The one weakness to this character is their up B. It's atrocious. So look at that.
Solidus catching it right back up for 1 stock apiece.
Yeah. This character, funny enough, definitely has lots of decent zoning tools, but due to how lackluster his recovery can be in certain instances against the right character, like, or even just like once he's at 100%, just getting knocked off far enough, like, can do him in. And this character just, like, due to that, he is like at the lower end of mid tier, because you can't ever count him out due to the zoning skills and due to how like far his reaches with that bow, or the whip rather. But if you ever do catch him off stage, just like this, he might be done for. Oh, nice nair. I don't know if he has a jump. Oh, he does have a jump. Solidus not waiting to go off stage. Doesn't get the chance. Ooh! And just barely, Solidus losing that game, gets caught in the fire due to DK's size and unable to SDI out, and does get caught by that F smash.
Pretty close game there at the end.
Yeah. I think both players are kind of just figuring out the other character's weakness. And I'm also, like, this is a newer character for Solidus, and so I'm not really sure how much experience he has in this matchup. But it did look like RP4 was very much aware of, like, what his game plan should have been against DK. And we saw that him using those flames, using the boomerangs as well to kind of interrupt the flow of the match for Solidus was just enough to keep him in the lead as well as take that game. But I wonder what we'll be seeing counterpick-wise from Solidus, what stage. I hope that he doesn't go FD again. I think that was maybe a poor choice if he was unable to ban it or like wanted to play on that stage specifically. But I think that we might be seeing like a small battlefield or a battlefield-esque stage come out, just because DK does do better on the stages, as well as you'll have more options to get around those projectiles.
Possibly a town and city.
Yeah, that too. I think that's a decent pick as well. Keep in mind, RP4 does get the bans as well, so I'm sure he might be banning both small battlefield and battlefield. Really not want to deal with the triplats possibly. All right, we're going back to FD, Mega Man style. Interesting that they ran it right back. I know it's a different style, but same stage, pretty much same layout. But maybe Solidus feeling refreshed, not worrying about the stage selection, and that's fine. I think that the match was close enough to where like it's one of those games where it's like you don't need to worry about that. Just play a bit better, more safe, whatever, more edge guarding, and that's kind of what we're seeing. Like look at the damage rack up for Solidus in this game, going crazy, real feeling himself at the beginning of this match, getting almost a 0 to death there, only taking about like 30%. Before ending that stock for RP4. And now RP4 has to play catch up, similar to the game against Luxray where Luxray was unable to get back once he lost the lead. And Solidus here slowing down, just taking the stock as it like comes to him. But RP4, look at this barrage of projectiles he's thrown out, using the axe's upward hitting hitbox to try and hit Solidus into the air. I'm surprised that we didn't see the up air come out for Solidus. There goes the stock, and that's one thing about DK is like, what do you even do in that situation? You know, you're just getting barrage of these projectiles, and you want to get in sometimes to like continue to rack up your percent. But now Solidus down in percent as he's kind of trying to mash one of the entrance moves he's got with that up B or that side B, trying to slow down this barrage of projectiles and take a move. But so far, it's been really hard for him to get in. Let's see, at 130%, he's already lost this lead, but Solidus, he is down killing at max rage, does get the fair, goes for double fair, oh my gosh, yeah, he's dead, no, he was dead, he is dead, oh my god, that up B for the recovery for Solidus, that was enough to just push him out that far, was enough to make sure Belmont's, like, stay off stage, and yeah, he does possibly have the chance to just make a comeback with that move, that axe. But again, it's an even game, and RP4's kind of had to fight for this. It's still anyone's game, but like we've seen, I'm sure Solidus is trying to pick up on it, is that like that recovery's bad. Here we go. Almost. He had the idea. Really, he's very much aware of the weakness with Belmont's is their recovery, using these aerials, making sure that like if Belmont's are recovering, it's with those aerials that they do have that can grab the ledge. But oh my gosh, that's it. Oh my god, what a tech! Oh. And he does a big effect, still kills the recovery. What a game for Solidus.
Solidus playing to win today. Let's check the instant replay.
Yeah, what a tech from RP4 though, man. Like on FD2, there's no walls, no nothing, just that little sliver. What an onslaught of damage here too. And then right here, gets the fair. Like he didn't even have much time. It wasn't like he had full hopped or something there. He got it, and then even then, being rewarded for getting the tech, he up-beast, and he's still not able to drift back enough. Like I cannot like explain how much that his recovery is just not that good. Vertically. Now, horizontally, it's okay. But even then, it's, like, not that good. But they both players there were just really fighting for it. So, I still am not sure, like, who I'd say will win this. It looks like they're running it back. 3 games on FD, I think that maybe Solidus just doesn't care. Like, he's just not worried about it. Like, that's fine. Like, obviously, he deserved it. He won this match. And I'm just surprised that you'd think that like he'd want it a little easier for himself, because like he does seem to be frustrated or just really getting barraged by all of his projectiles, having some trouble getting through it all. And with how much is being thrown at him, you think he'd want to be able to get onto a projectile or something. But you're seeing him kind of fading out these moves now, but doesn't get him too much percent. Only gets 6% off this. Nice, being patient. Nice, getting that nair reactively. Trying to do it as he mashes out, knows that at a low percent he's not going to be able to get much. Tries to dash attack into forward air, but unable to do so. Gets the multi-jab, but it's too short. Doesn't go for an edge guard just yet. Maybe doesn't want to get reversals of any sort. Oh, nice. Is able to get out of that corner. I think that's one of those struggles that Belmonts does have against DK, or DK has against Belmonts, is trying to get out of the corner. Trying to do anything to, like, not get hit by another move. But DK there does get edge guarded in the corner. Unable to get out of it, too. Just such a rough position for him to be in against these characters. But let's see what he can do. Solidus down the stock. Gets the up tilt. Doesn't get anything off of it. Goes for everything there, you can see. Ooh, gets the F smash. Gets him in the corner again. Solidus gets out of it. Needs something. Uh-oh. The upper juggles are starting to come out. We might see some more of this. Oh. Able to get out of it. SDS so hard down. Solidus kind of losing. Doesn't go for an edge guard again. Lets him get back in the stage. And I think this might be a blunder for Solidus, is that he definitely... Ooh, nice use of that down smash as a mix-up. Solidus definitely needs to start using his grab to at least take the stock early. Using that grab into down throw to just push him horizontally as far away from the stage as possible. Making it so that his aerials won't land, nor his other move as well. But we're just seeing such an onslaught of moves coming from RP4 that, like, Donkey Kong just can't make it through. Probably tries to go for down air, but unable to buffer correctly, and does get the smash. Goes for it there. Not gonna kill yet. Slowly weaving through all these projectiles, and there it is. The 3 stack coming out for RP4 in game number 3.
Yeah.
And that's just, like, I definitely think that, like, the stage kind of hurt Solidus there. Like, you can see so many times Solidus would try to recover high, and DK's so big that he either had to decide to go higher than the axe, which then RP4 just throw another one or a whip, or if he tried to go low, he'd still get hit by the fire, or it would just be such a hard weave in and out that it's just really hard to get through all that. But we'll see. He has been going to FD still, but maybe he won't do it again. Maybe he's still not worried about it. But I think that even if he does go FD, he's got to really focus on his ability to get a grab on this Richter, down throw him off stage, get some sort of disadvantage state going for himself against RP4 so that he has a chance of getting RP4 into these uncomfortable situations off stage. Looks like they're picking stages though, so maybe a pick or a switch is in it planned up.
All right, and it looks like I'm taking a look over in the Discord. Looks like they'll also be having some results coming between the Phil and BW Styles matchup in just a second. In the between, let's go right back into it with this is match number 4 of Winners Finals.
All right, Pokemon Stadium 2 it is too. Like, look at that. They are getting the switch, and I think that's fine. I'm sure that with RP4 being the winner of the recent game, there probably wasn't time for, or wasn't a chance for Solidus to get Battlefield, a small Battlefield. However, I think that Pokemon CM2 is both a blessing and a curse in disguise, because there is more options for RP4 to, there is more options with, like, how big the stage is. Shield break, though, not push it to the edge. Doesn't get too much. Yep. Solidus not getting the edge guard, though. Oh, the reverse hit of back. Oh my god, gets
with
the
parry.
Nice. And that's death.
Yeah. Richter's
like,
not coming back from that.
Yeah. And, like, the sad thing is that it's not even like that's something that our people can avoid at 100%, because the really only thing stopping RP4 from being carried that far is smashing. And even when you mash out at 20, if Solidus just waits and sees where he's gonna be, it can really hurt him. And he's already at the percent now where he mashes, it's not gonna matter. Like, he's already too high of a percent. So if Solidus just realizes that and goes for the grab again, he might not need to. Oh, goes for down air. Going for something a little stylish, I see. Ooh, uppies through that. Let's see, back air. Does get the back air. This is scary stuff.
Trying to do a reverse 3-stop.
Yeah. Showing him, hey man, don't mess with me. Ooh, gets the up smash read. Nice work for RP4. Ooh. Oh man. Being patient now. Nice. Oh, so smart from Solidus. Not waiting just the nick of time, and then right when he gets up, he knows that before might decide to throw that side B, armors through it, and then almost breaks his shield with the side B. Like, just really good uses of DK's armor here that he has, and a really good showcase of why even DK, like, when I've been kind of talking bad about him, back there, it hits! Woo! Really good stuff.
Going all the way. Game number 5. Let's check out the instant replay from 4.
Wow. Solidus taking this all the way back with DK, man. And I was kind of talking bad about DK earlier, just saying, like, hey, like, this is going to be really hard for him. And look at just, like, the difference a stage can do. Like, because now you see him, he can wait on this platform. RP4 has to approach, and when he approaches, Solidus can drop. And then when he starts trying to place these fires beneath the platforms, it allows Solidus to then use that up B to, like, just armor through the fire and not care. And then even if he's getting hit back by that boomerang twice in that match, back-to-back, stocks were taken because he was getting knocked towards where RP4 was going, which is really funny to see.
Looks like, yes, we did get a finish over there on the other side. Yep. So, over on the other half of things, guys, just so you can take a look as they are going through, BW Styles and Luxray NYC getting ready to come up next on stream. BW Styles just won in a match between Titan Killer. Luxray was waiting in anticipation, so we'll see that match coming up next after we get past Solidus versus RP4. Oh,
yeah.
Perfect. I had a feeling they were going to be ready to go. Let's go ahead and hop right back to it.
Yeah, and we are seeing the switch to Time City for RP4. I think that's, like, again, that's one of these stages that does have these platforms from time to time. So I think what's going to happen is we're going to be seeing an optimization of platform use from Solidus when they're out. And it's kind of going to be interesting to see how they abuse the time. Because every 1 minute and 30 seconds, the stage switch happens. So, like, literally on cue there, we see the platforms go away for the first time, then bring out that next stage soon enough. And right now is, like, big FD, right? And so right now we're going to be seeing an abuse of this, like, timer for RP4 where he's going to use this until there's platforms. And even now he still doesn't have to worry about platforms in the middle. So he can now try and really control the middle stage. So that's really hard for Solidus to then approach. Whereas once these platforms leave and the triplats come back again, Solidus is going to have a field day. And now we're seeing Solidus able to take that stock early, gets the grab, up throw, tries to get the second up air, doesn't get it, doesn't matter, back airs, still controlling it, up B's, gets through. RP4 now having the controls while he still has some sort of safe space left, does get the up air. But 50%, and guess what's happening now? A couple seconds from now, 5 minute, 30-second mark, we're going to be seeing that tripod again. Yep. And it's just going to be kind of worrisome because we've not gotten to see too much of this yet, but, like, right at the start of this stage, here the stage platforms come. Right at the start of this, it's going to be worrisome. Yep. That's death. Like, that's 70, 60%. That's all it is. And, oh gosh. Like, and it's so frustrating to me because like if you do like these Belmont characters, because they are pretty cool to see. They have one of the best wavelands in the game. They're actually really useful for that. They're like cool platform movement heavy, like things like that. Imagine you do all this work, and then you're at 60%, and you can just be thrown off stage and
you really don't have any recourse on getting back.
Yeah, this, and like that's like if you want to know how to beat a Belmont player and you're just trying to figure it out, grabs, throws, anything that can just knock them off the stage and take control of like the stage layout in general. Hitting them in the air is super useful, and like it looks hard, but just even Solidus here really abusing this timer. And look at this, so patient, using this new stage layout to his advantage, being able to camp on these platforms himself now and abuse the fact that RP4 again has to approach, similar to Luxray in the last match with Game & Watch. Had to approach at some point, and it made it a much harder set for RP4, or for Luxray rather, to win. And now we're seeing the stage platform going away, WFD for a bit, backs off, knowing that he has the stock advantage and max rage is Solidus. He just has to get one really decent move here. Will he end it?
Oh.
Platforms are back. It's going to be a really dangerous position for RP4 at the end of this. That might be stock. Spot dodges right through that down smash. Trying to go for the mix-up. I think Solidus was expecting maybe down. He thought Solidus would expect down B or whatever, but none of that came through. And DK, being DK, does get hit by that move, that axe. Let's see, will Solidus be able to win this? It's still possible. RP4 does have the ability to make a comeback. This Striplet's going for something different. We're seeing a lot of aerials down here coming out for RP4. He's trying to juggle until this platform layout changes. Able to make it back. Going for the fully charged smash. Doesn't get it. Really scary stuff. Will he go for the edge guard? He does.
Man, I knew it.
There's
Yep,
the donkey punch. And Solidus.
In grand finals.
Yes, sir. Making it to the final game, and really interesting stuff here. We're seeing Solidus use this DK in a way that was really interesting. RP4 even mixed up at the end, going for more of those downers, trying to use DK's size to his advantage, but unable to do so here. We do see RP4, even there, he did a great recovery, going as low as he could, and then kind of getting a bit too hasty to throw out that down air again, maybe thinking that DK go for a dash attack or a fair, but Solidus being like, I got your number, waiting, turns around, 4 Bs, and that's the stock, man.
Well, I mean, Solidus Hedgehog, welcome to the big show, you know?
Yeah.
All right, we got BW Styles and Luxray getting ready to hop in next. This ought to be an exciting match as well to catch on to. These guys have definitely had